Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Alex, and today we're diving into a topic that many renters grapple with, breaking a lease legally. Whether you're facing a job relocation, personal circumstances, or simply need a change of scenery, understanding the ins and outs of lease breaking can save you a lot of hassle and money. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to move but felt trapped by your lease? If so, you're definitely not alone. Today, I'm going to share some essential tips and guidelines that can help you break your lease without the legal headaches. So, let's get started. First things first, it's crucial to understand what a lease is. A lease is a legally binding contract between you, the tenant, and your landlord. It outlines the terms of your tenancy, including how long you'll be living there, the rent amount, and what happens if you decide to leave early. Now, you might be wondering, what are some common reasons people break leases? Here are a few: job relocation, family emergencies, financial difficulties, or even unsafe living conditions. Knowing your reason is important because it can sometimes impact your legal standing. Next, let's talk about reviewing your lease agreement. This step is crucial. Most leases have specific clauses regarding breaking the lease. Look for sections that cover early termination. Some leases even allow you to break the lease under certain conditions without penalty, especially if you're a victim of domestic violence or if the property is uninhabitable. For example, some leases may include a termination clause that outlines what happens if you need to leave early. You might be required to give a 30 or 60 days notice and pay a termination fee, or you might have the option to find a subletter. Always read carefully. Now, let's talk about communication. Once you've reviewed your lease, it's time to have an honest conversation with your landlord. Many landlords appreciate transparency and may be more willing to negotiate if you explain your situation. You could ask if they would consider letting you break the lease early without penalty or if they could help you find a new tenant. Here's an example. Hi, landlord's name. I hope you're well. I wanted to discuss my lease. Due to specific reason, I'm unable to continue my tenancy and would like to explore my options for breaking the lease legally. This approach can open up dialogue and potentially lead to a mutually beneficial solution. Next up, check your local laws. Tenant rights vary significantly by state and even by city. In some areas, you have the right to break your lease if the property is not up to code or if your landlord fails to make necessary repairs. Websites like NOLO or local tenant unions can be great resources for understanding your rights. Another crucial aspect is documentation. Keep a record of all communications with your landlord, including emails and texts. If you're facing issues like mold, pests, or any other problems, document those as well with photos and notes. This information can be vital if disputes arise later. If breaking the lease entirely isn't an option, consider subletting. Many leases allow subletting as long as you get permission from your landlord. This way, you can move on without incurring penalties while helping your landlord find a temporary tenant. Make sure to draft a sublease agreement that outlines the terms clearly. This protects both you and the subletter. Plus, it's a great way to maintain a good relationship with your landlord. Finally, be mindful of deadlines. If your lease requires a 30-day notice, make sure to provide it in writing, preferably via certified mail to ensure it's documented. Missing a deadline might lead to unwanted penalties. In summary, breaking a lease legally involves understanding your lease terms, communicating openly with your landlord, checking local laws, documenting everything, and considering subletting. Remember, every situation is unique, so take your time to weigh your options carefully. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might need this information. Don't forget to subscribe for more educational content. And if you have any questions or personal experiences regarding breaking a lease, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy renting!